So let's go back to the beginning.
Mhm.
What inspired you when you were younger, as a teenager or as a child, in fact, to become a seafarer? Nice to meet you.
Hi,
My
I'm
name's Carl.
Danny.
Nice to meet you, Danny. And what
Yes,
rank are you?
I'm a chief engineer.
And how many years have you been a seafarer?
Since 1977, I was 19 years old, and until 2022.
So a long time,
It's quite long time. They retired me at 64 actually.
but you're still here now.
I'm still healthy. I don't think that age matters, no? Actually, it's the mindset of these shipping companies. Some are very strict about age, but actually, I don't feel that. I can still go. I still involve myself in sports and exercise.
Nice.
So I keep myself also fit and healthy. So still okay. And retirement also is not in my mind this moment
Good.
because it makes you feel useless. But
Yeah.
I'm still not useless. Why? I can join some shipping, some training institutions like that. But since I live here only in Taal, Batangas, nearby only, so I come for this job.
Yeah. So let's go back to the beginning.
Mhm.
What inspired you when you were younger, as a teenager or as a child, in fact, to become a seafarer?
Actually, my father is also a chief engineer,
Oh, your father's a chief
so
engineer as well.
I hear stories from him that they have good times in Europe, like that, and some other countries. Ports are not so strict at the time, also. And also, when I first joined my seafaring, it's really enjoyable.
Yeah. And since 77 until now, what's been the best parts about being a seafarer, the highlights?
The highlights is you meet a lot of friends, then you come to taste a lot of international food, and I like that.
Yeah, I bet, I bet.
And looks like my favorite most of the time are Malaysian, Chinese food, Thai foods like that. And we join these Norwegian companies. We also have them this their cuisine, Norwegian foods. It's okay.
Yeah,
Almost international tongue also.
yeah, I bet, I bet. You can't be a fussy eater, right? So with the high points, there's always some low points. And in your career, has there been any tough points as being a seafarer that
Tough
you reminded
points
of? Yeah.
is when you first join international, no, looks like it's very difficult actually. And when you first get married, your first and second years in a married life,
Yeah.
it's really quite hard for us. So lonely. But since we have decided to be a seafarer, then we let it go. No matter what happens, we are a seafarer. We have to survive.
Yeah. This is the line of work you chose.
Yes.
You live by the sword, you die by the sword, as they say.
Yes, yes.
But the wife sometimes isn't the happiest, right?
Yes.
But you make up for it when you come back and you spend time together, I imagine.
Yes. I'm make up, go somewhere with my kids like that. Then, but actually, company also has is giving us time to come back to the ship.
Yeah.
We have to consume our leave days. Then we have to be ready
Yeah.
for that time. At most 3 months, 2 to 3 months. Then I'm back on board again.
So I know you mentioned that your father was a chief engineer as well, but what do you think it takes to become a marine engineer? What are the skills that are required today?
There's a lot of skills you need to learn, especially these days, no? Especially this computer age. That the time during our time, it was we don't have that. We don't have those
Yeah.
computers, so we learn it the hard way. Actually, enough for us to work with Excel and Word like that only. What we need only in our job, but then we have to go for other skills not only marine engineering. There's a lot actually. Marine engineering involves refrigeration, part of electricity, like that, hydraulics, and pneumatics.
Yeah.
And this one also, we are provided before by OWA, governmental organization which take care of us for training. They send us to National Maritime Polytechnic to do our trainings,
Yeah.
and we get all this. And some is not free also, but what we need, okay, we take those trainings, we pay for ourselves.
Yeah. This is self-investment.
Yeah, self-investment, yes.
And one of the other things as well is, especially on ships like cruise liners, for example, all the passengers, they see the crew deck, they see the captain, but you guys are almost like the hidden heroes, right? Who are underneath by the engines, noisy, hot environment, and making sure that ultimately everything runs efficiently.
Yes, we take care of that. But it's normal only that we are on the hidden side all the time.
Well, that's where the engine is, right?
Yes, sir.
What's the longest amount of time you spent in the engine room in one period?
This one is at most 2 hours, like that.
2 hours.
Then next departure time, every departure time, we need to be there.
Yeah. And the bigger the engine, the hotter the room, right?
It's normal only because when we are trading in the Persian Gulf, we reach 45 degrees there.
Yikes.
You're
Bring the water over your head
sweating
and
a lot,
stuff, yeah.
yes. We have to have some fluids to take.
You've got to stay well hydrated.
Yeah, well hydrated, yeah.
Yeah. My final question, what advice would you give to the next generation who are coming through, who aspire to become chief engineers like yourself?
First, they really have to study hard, accept the fact that they are a seafarer. They must be ready to face everything. Follow company safety procedures to work safely and wear proper PPE. And really, it's no joke to be a cadet. They have to learn everything at this time. Because once you become an engineer, looks like it's not good anymore to be asking from somebody,
Yeah.
from some engineers also, hey, what to do, how to do, like this, like that. You're already an engineer, then you can do it yourself. At least 85, 90%, you know already.
Yeah.
Only small things you can ask from your senior officers, like that.
So the commitment and the
yes.
skill is very necessary
Yes,
when becoming a
Yes,
marine
sir.
engineer like yourself.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. It's been great talking to you.
Thanks.